Hello and welcome to the Alexandra Wenman Show. I'm Alexandra Wenman.
I'm Lorraine Flaherty.
And I'm Krysia Newman.
Yes, and today we're going to be talking to our lovely guest Krsyia about turns. So Krsyia, can you share with us a little bit about this topic and how it has affected you on your journey thus far?
Well, I've realised actually, Alexandra, that I've gone through life literally making about turns all the time, but not really being that conscious and aware of what I was actually doing. But most recently, I found myself in a position where I'd given up my day job because I wanted to sort of concentrate more on my healing work. And all I was getting, I joined this company because I thought, I'll get a little bit of extra money selling this vegan skincare. And I thought, I'm not very good at selling, don't really want to do this. But something was making me, the money, so I'm thinking, okay, I've given up my job, I better do this. And then somebody asked me to give them a facial. I'm thinking, I really don't want to do this. What am I doing? I kind of felt like I was selling my soul a bit.
Right.
It's like, I qualified as a holistic therapist 21 years ago. I then went on and I really got into the energy side, the reiki, theta healing, channeling. And I thought, this person's just asked me for a facial. Really? So anyway, came along on the couch, got all my lovely stuff out, my skincare range, and went to start a cleanser, cloth on the face, take a deep breath in, nurturing, lovely. Here, crystal wand. I thought, okay, 20 odd years ago, when I qualified as an aromatherapist, I heard crystals. And that was before I even knew about hot stones or anything. So I just put this smooth crystal palm in my hands and used to just massage into people.
Right.
And also in wands on the acupressure points down the spine. And I hadn't touched it for years and years and years. And I thought, I've got that crystal wand in my cabinet. Got up, got the wand, started working. And they felt as though they thought I had an electric sort of doobry machine. Current, that's the way, not doobry.
We know what they mean.
High-tech
We all know what
doobry
doobry means.
And I was getting that they needed reiki. So I thought, okay. And so I said, look, obviously you need permission. I said, look, I'm channeling here. Are you open? Yes. Great. So quickly popped the mask on their face, gave them some reiki, got more information about what they needed. And so when I finished the session, they said, that was incredible. Well, really want to come back and have some more. And it's just literally snowballed from that moment.
Right.
So from kind of saying, I really don't want to be doing this. Why am I going back to doing something that I just never even thought that I would do, facials. But now
It's not just a facial, right?
Spirit guided. And
It's a whole new thing.
Yeah.
I never know what's going to happen.
It's a whole body treatment inside. It's a whole treatment inside and out, right?
That's right. And what I thought, it's actually soul to skin and skin to soul healing. Because what I'm finding is that women are coming, and some men, are coming to have a facial.
Right.
And then they ask for this bespoke healing facial.
Right.
I then sit them down and explain. Okay, I never know what's going to happen. I might be asked to give them theta healing, reiki healing, EFT. So I'm working on the acupressure.
Tapping on the...
Tapping.
While they're having the...
Whilst they're having the facial, and I'm channeling. Okay?
Wow.
And channeling words. So they feel feel comfortable
Yeah.
knowing that they're coming for a facial because they know what to expect with a facial. So already they feel safe.
Yeah.
They feel nurtured because it's a really nurturing experience as well. So then they go into this deep state of meditation. And I hope my daughter doesn't mind if she does. Sorry. Ordinarily, she's a teenager. If I said, oh, I want to do some theta or some reiki, she's like, okay, maybe not. Bit woo-woo, you love the fairies and all of that, mum, hey, not quite there at the moment. But on the couch, yes, I want a facial. So I said, oh, well, if I channel something, how about that? Yeah. She went into the most amazing meditation. And she saw this beautiful, deep blue butterfly. And she said it was emitting this ice blue light from it. And I thought, I think that's an angel. It sounded really, really angelic. But she said it was, to her, she saw a butterfly. She said the wings were beautiful, Mum. And then as she came out of that, she said there was the most incredible stag standing in front of me with the amazing antlers. And I was like, that's all about transformation and power and safety and coming into her own. So she actually said, that was amazing, Mum, thank you. Now, ordinarily, she wouldn't have jumped up on the couch.
Yeah. Amazing.
But because it was a facial and I was using crystals and, sometimes it's just pure crystal healing.
It's a safe space.
It's a safe space.
And it's a familiar term as well, like holistic facial or holistic facial and treatment. It puts people at ease, and then you just don't know these days what's going to come through.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you? So it's like with the people that need healing will come, and then they get to feel good and look good too at the end of it.
Because the skincare range, I had to be very careful because I think if you're channeling as well and healing, you don't want to put any rubbish on them.
Right.
So, it's vegan, cruelty-free, so I had to be really careful. And that's why I found the range first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thinking,
what am I doing?
What am I doing? And I didn't block it.
Yeah.
I just went with it. Thinking there has to be a reason why I'm going down this road. Show me. And then literally it happened.
And it's hand in hand with the treatment.
But the wonderful thing about it is I never know what's going to happen. Never. And that's what I tell my clients.
Yeah.
This could happen, or maybe nothing will happen.
Yeah, maybe showing nice facials and nice energy healing.
And if somebody thinks they're coming along and they're going to hear a message, that, I'm going to meet a dark, handsome stranger,
it's not
that sort of healing.
It's a heck of a lot more fun and relaxing than just sitting across the table having your cards read, though, isn't it? Yeah. We'll have some creams and some crystals and some reiki and a bit of a message.
But it's so efficient as well, because I very rarely take time out to actually do those pampering things. I'm not really a pampering person, but she is. But whenever I do have a facial, or if I ever do allow myself to have a treatment, it always feels so amazing. But to actually be able to incorporate two into one, oh my God, that sounds genius.
Yeah.
How amazing that you're actually taking care of your face, you're taking care of your skin, but you're then taking care of the inside stuff that's going on as well.
Yeah, and that's why I say it is skin to soul and soul to skin healing.
It's so amazing, and it so shows. Like I always say, everything you've done, everything you're doing, even if you feel like you shouldn't be doing it, or even if you've done jobs or you've had careers that maybe didn't fit with where you are now, they've all been stepping stones bringing you to where you need to be, and you're drawing from all those skills. So it's like, gosh, you've got your whole toolkit now, and of course you've built an entire spiritual community here in Cambridge, where obviously where you're based,
with the Inspiral Group.
With the Inspiral Group,
yeah.
And
so that was another about turn. I mean, the Inspiral Group was actually set up by hypnotherapist Joseph Clough and Caroline Griffiths, and I used to go along on the odd occasion. It was just speakers would come along, you'd sit for 2.5 hours, listen, and then go home. And then it was about September 2015. I went along with Matt, my husband, and Caroline came up and said, "Oh, I need to have a word with you." I didn't really know Caroline. And I thought, what have I done?
She's going to tell me off for something.
Did she see me sleeping at the back or something? It's really boring, sorry. And she said she was off to Cyprus and she was giving up the group.
Right.
And that my name had come to her to take it over. Initial reaction, no. No way.
Who do you think I am?
Yeah, and I just said, absolutely no way. I said I couldn't get up and speak in front of people. I don't want to, sorry. And just confidence, I was not confident enough.
Just like how you can't channel, hey, Krsyia, in front of a group.
Exactly. Yeah.
Can't or won't.
Don't want you to channel it. And so
We have
anyway.
ways of making you talk. Sorry.
So Matt, my husband, was going, "What's that about?" And I said, "She wants me to take the group on." I said, "I can't do that." And he was like, "Well, you know, I can help you." I said, "Really? What could you do?" And he went, "I'll do the car park."
Good one, that.
Great.
Got a good man to support her there.
Yeah. So I was like, "Well, I'll think about it." And my thinking about it was just, no,
All right.
I'm not doing this. But the speaker that was coming the following month happened to be there. He was just checking out the venue. And he said, "Oh, I hear you're going to be introducing me when I come." And I was like,
Am I?
"No, I don't think so." And he was like, "Why did you say no?" And I was like, "Well, because I haven't said yes."
Right.
And he kind of did this technique, and it was like, take yourself back in this cone, and it literally was speeded up that you didn't even have time to think about it. It was fantastic. His name was Y Chung, wonderful man. And so I sat down at the back of the room where I always sat, and they asked a question, and I put my hand up, and it was like, what am I doing? I'm putting my hand up to answer this question. I sit at the back of the room, I'm quiet.
Little spirit guide there
I
going.
don't, I don't really bring attention to myself. Look, get down. And then he came up and he said, "How are you feeling now?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a go." And I did, and the following month I actually got up and I introduced him. And it's kind of, it's not, I don't find it easy.
But you're so natural at it.
I don't find it easy.
Amazing.
Well, and that's actually how we met, wasn't it?
It is.
That's how we met, because you called me and invited me to come up and do a talk, which was lovely.
Yeah.
And an amazing group of people.
And it's always spirit guided as well. Always just ask, okay, find me a speaker.
Yeah.
Who do I need? Who does the group need? What do we need to learn? And I literally open up the internet, and up you popped.
Going, hi, you need me. And then obviously you need this one as well.
And then I need this one too.
Obviously, I had to come along for the ride.
My mirror, my Wenman Newman.
Wenman Newman.
Yeah.
What?
I know, I should be in the middle really. It should be a Wenman Newman sandwich.
Oh my god, the three of us.
That we probably are. I have to point out that we probably are a little bit delirious because I was doing a channeling workshop. Hence the channeling dig. She was doing a channeling workshop today, which was amazing, and I think everybody was a bit blown away by what happened because all of these people that had never channeled before and thought they couldn't possibly channel, including Krsyia, who was very reluctant, suddenly
They're all up channeling.
It's really amazing, really beautiful messages.
Yeah.
And that's
Very,
the
very
thing
different.
with channeling to a group.
Yeah.
I'm fine on a one-to-one,
Yeah.
and I feel safe on a one-to-one, and I trust that
Yeah.
you know whatever that person gets is for their highest and greatest good. But actually feeling that I'm on the spotlight, and they're expecting a message.
Yeah.
So today was another
So-
about turn, wasn't it?
It was.
It was another one because you said that you wouldn't do it and you were never going to do it, and then she did, and she was amazing.
She was
did really, really
amazing.
fabulous.
And how did you feel after it, though? That's the important thing.
I can't actually remember what was channeled. I couldn't tell you.
No.
But I felt really emotional, and just this sort of it felt as though I'd just stuck my finger in a plug.
Yeah.
And this surge of energy sort of coming up through my body and all the way up felt incredible. It really, really did. And very emotional at the end. And that's kind of when I came out of it.
Yeah. It was such a beautiful message. I wish I'd recorded you all. It was
I don't know what I
so
said.
beautiful. It was a lot. Most of the messages were just really. It was kind of like, if I had to give it a theme, it was like the purity of love.
Yeah.
It was
definitely
just
theme
about
love.
pure love.
Yeah.
And all the messages weren't they? Whether it was the gentleness of love or the healing capacity of love
Or Joan of Arc, who
Joan of
came
Arc.
through this
Who
one.
I saw
with the power
in the
of love.
fiercest,
wasn't it? I
fiercest
actually
love.
said to you.
I don't speak like that, right? It was just, I could feel my mouth going, well, love is power. I was like, what the, where did that voice come?
I videoed it for you.
Oh,
Yeah, we should show that.
It's amazing.
Oh,
It
may
was
have a
really-
little snip
might
of that.
keep a little snippet because
Yeah.
I mean, like I always say, channeling, it's not like trance mediumship where something takes over you. You are present for it. You might not remember what you've said, but you're very aware that it's like it's an interface, I call it, an interface or an integration. You're working with the energy of that guide because they're coming in on a higher light vibration, so it's not a fourth dimensional spirit guide, so it's not as dense. It's very much a transcendent love, angelic or celestial or star guide when we're channeling. So it's almost like a merging of light bodies comes together, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you know, you describing sticking your finger in a power socket, I always say it makes you feel really uplifted and rejuvenated afterwards. You can tell it's a positive energy afterwards.
But I guess you're kind of channeling when you're doing those facials anyway, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Because you don't know where the information is coming
Yeah.
from, but it's whatever
Yeah.
that person needs, and
I go straight up.
inspiration.
Straight up. Right to the top.
Inspiring inspiration.
Well, it's your higher self
Right.
coming through, isn't it? It's
sure
your
it is.
it's your divine guidance, and you know.
And then you're going to be making a few changes at Inspiral as well, because it's been a weekly thing up to now, hasn't it?
No, it's been monthly.
Oh, sorry, monthly.
It's been
I meant
monthly.
Yeah.
But we are making some changes. We're not quite sure at the moment whether we're going to do quarterly or I've been asked actually to do a retreat in Greece.
No.
If you fancy coming to Greece?
Oh, yeah.
No,
We'll
it's
be in.
a really lovely place. In
Awake
Crete.
Ones in Greece.
Yes, in
Alexandra
Crete.
Wenman show in Greece.
Come along, it's going to be fun.
Amazing.
A really, really beautiful location as well.
Oh, imagine taking people out
And
there and
doing
doing those lovely
Ayurvedic
facials.
Work
Yeah.
and Indian cooking. So it's all about healing.
Wow.
Healing through all three, because often, you know, you get people who are focusing just on their bodies.
Yes.
Oh, I've got to get fit, I've got to get fit, I've
Yeah.
got to get fit. They get really, really fit, but then they're still not happy.
Yeah, emotionally, yeah.
But when you look at the mind, the body, and the spirit,
Yeah.
the soul, and you work on all of those, that's when it comes together, and that's what we're looking at the retreat. The three. So we're looking at the nutrition.
Yeah.
We're looking at soul work
Yeah.
and healing.
And it's
And the
so
body
important
with
now.
yoga.
Stunning.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's got to be
amazing.
all the levels, isn't
Yeah,
it? You can't.
it
If you
has
miss
to.
out one bit, then you just
Yeah.
fall back into the
Yes.
old bad habits
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. So I think when you target
exciting.
all three,
Yeah.
you identify absolutely, and that's what's been coming through in my channeling.
Wow.
So people are lying there, and my hands are
Hands
doing this.
Wow.
So the whole facial, they end up doing this, and then I'm getting different ones in my hands. I'm doing the infinity was coming through, the 8 was coming through, the triangles were coming through.
Wow.
That it's like
Yeah.
something takes over my hands, and it's just woo, okay. They
Proper
need
high
this.
frequency healing.
Yeah.
You're just doing that. It was like my third eye was going.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
Amazing.
I love it. You've got to have one.
Yeah, I want one.
Sign us up.
I want one. We have to do a swap.
We have to stop the camera now.
Yeah, sorry. Just
I've got
suddenly realised
to-
we've run out.
now.
We've run out of
It takes
film.
about 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah, she's got to drive me back to London.
Yeah.
Laurie will be like, my lorry driver will be
Yeah.
like,
We may have to do that next time. But we have to do it only for the benefit of the Awake Ones
it's research.
viewers for
Research,
research,
absolutely.
so that
Of course.
we can share with you
Yeah.
what it's really like.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we can just come on your retreat for research purposes.
Definitely. But it's funny because when I was channeling, I mean, we were just sort of chatting, weren't we? And
Yeah.
channeling at the same time.
Yeah.
And I said, she's like Joan of Arc. I said,
She described
it's you.
this, yeah.
And I'm looking across and I was thinking, I'm on a horse, she's on a chariot.
Right.
And we were charging to battle.
I wonder if it was Greece. I felt like it was Celtic or something when you were talking about it. But
all I could see was green. There was greenery, but this woman, the power and the energy that she had was like Joan of Arc's.
wow.
Wow, who knows what you're talking
And of
about.
course,
That's
then-
so
and
not
then
how
she
I
comes
see
through
myself.
today.
Yeah, she came through so strong. It was
She
just bonkers.
came through, as did my spirit guide. I have a new one apparently, and
Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. So funny.
it was probably my favouriteest moment with a spirit guide yet. Sorry, other spirit guides. He rocked up on a Harley, sporting a leather jacket, long hair, almost looking like a Hell's Angel, and then he turned round and he had a big tiger. it was a big lion
I
on
was
his
going to
back.
say, not like the tiger and the
No, it was a big lion with the words "Peaceful Warrior" on the back. And the thing that I thought was a gun case, he started throwing hearts and flowers. And all these things that represented love.
And then the flowers, like, literally flew off the vase.
Yeah, they did,
One of the
yeah.
tiger lilies just went pop,
I was just erupted.
erupted.
Which is because I always need practical evidence. I always need real evidence. So,
It's like,
yeah.
here's your evidence. I actually
So-
thought you were going to knock them over when you were talking about it because your hands were flailing a bit, and I was thinking, those flowers are going to be on the floor in a minute, and they were.
And they were. Not,
But there was
not me
evidence.
touching
We were
them.
being shown evidence
Yeah.
all
the
over
other
the
day.
place.
You know, with
All
the
over the place. The feathers.
the feather?
and- yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
White
but,
feathers
you know,
appearing.
it's not shiny. And then next to you, I've got a
found a shiny
pewter,
one.
beautiful, shiny feather. And of course, the gift that I was given, the flower that I was given from Spirit
Oh
was
god, yeah.
the camellia rose. And then,
You'd pulled Cameo,
yes,
the Cameo card,
yes.
whose symbol happens to be the rose.
Yeah. And
It's
cameo,
so
So many
camellia.
synchronicities.
Yeah.
Just amazing. I just love doing this work. I think it's wonderful. I think
it's an
I think a lot of
incredible day.
people like you, honey, are going through a bit of an evolution at the moment. And what I'm finding as well with this kind of work, with this kind of sort of high vibration work, it's really hard because it doesn't really fit into a 3D box
Yeah.
of like a traditional career or a traditional healing modality. Most of it's very multifaceted, multidimensional, and it is almost like we had someone in the group today, you know, it's like needing to use language that people are going to understand and quite
right.
frightened to move out of that logical box. But often you can't put this work into a logical box. You can't kind of explain what it is that you do.
Yeah.
And I've always struggled with that, you know. It isn't like almost like what do I do?
But that's why holistic facial,
Yeah.
I mean, it just covers
It
everything,
opens
doesn't
the
it?
door.
That's, I mean, I
Yeah.
really struggled. 'cause
Genius.
Matt, my husband, was saying, okay, I want to do a website for you. And that was another moment.
Right,
That was
right.
because whenever I worked, it was all word of mouth.
Yeah.
And that's the best way.
So,
right?
but this
Yeah.
time it's like,
Now you've got to
now you've
promote
got
something.
you've
Yeah.
got to actually put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Really struggling with
But I
that.
said
still struggling.
But we talked about this earlier because I'm kind of redoing some of my stuff, and I'm very similar. I don't like to be bigging me up or promoting me. I've never felt comfortable with it. But actually, the inner freedom therapy that I've created is I've kind of created the new website is created for that because it's an entity. It's a thing that has been created. and needs to be put out there. So if you do the focus on the work, and it's not you, and then you're promoting that. If you see that almost like another person or as like an entity on its own,
it's easier.
And then you're promoting that.
What really helped me actually was identifying that I wasn't putting myself out there and going, oh, this is what I can do, this is me, because I always thought of it as ego.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Rather than ego. It wasn't until I realised that it was the intellectual ego.
Yeah.
That tells you it's ego.
That wasn't telling me it was ego. That was actually keeping me from flying.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, well, that's really good. Good for trying. Instead of good for flying. Just get out there and fly.
Just do it.
Oh, well, you tried. Never mind.
Yeah.
Maybe sometime later. So you're putting it off.
Yeah.
Well, that's ego.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, I never thought that was ego. I thought that was me kind of going, oh, well, I mustn't put myself out there because people are going to think, oh, look at her, look at, she's saying, oh, she can do this, she can do that. But identifying that keeping myself down there was also ego.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And again,
that was a big aha
that's an
moment.
about turn.
Yeah. And it is the about turn, isn't it? But recognising that when you had all of the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle, suddenly all of the pieces make sense.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
When you're kind of waiting for that last piece to drop in, and even though you're in it and you don't know it's the thing, and that's what we keep saying, isn't it? That you have to trust that every single thing that you do, as long as you do that thing with all of your kind of very best intention, and do it in a sort of, a loving, gratitude, positive, focused way, then that energy will move you forward, and then all the bits will come together and make sense.
I had an about turn kind of in the other way. Like, I was fine promoting everything else already. Like, I obviously used to run a spiritual magazine and stuff like that. I had no trouble. Yes, promote that. And then realised that when I actually came to stepping into my healing work, I was reaching for a brand name or a title or something to quantify or call what I did. I was reaching for, how am I going to package this? And then realised I can't. It's like, I can't explain what I do because it's so bespoke to everybody. So then I was looking for a website and I just went, oh God, I'm going to have to just call it my name. So then I just called it alexandrawenman.com, and then I thought, well, then that fits. I've got precious wisdom, I've got my channeling, I've got my, because I've got so many threads and it isn't just one thing. So then I've had to get really comfortable, right, with when I first started the YouTube channel, and it wasn't me that chose my Alexandra Wenman show title, but again, it was like, what am I going to call it? Because, So now I've got really comfortable. I've had to get really comfortable
and
with my name.
Yeah, she's very good. Selfies and taking pictures when she's supposed to and doing all of that stuff.
And doing it because I think, I got bullied. So I got really badly cyberbullied, and I had to overcome that. I had to overcome I had to stop caring what people thought of me. And it's like, you know what? I'm just going to celebrate what I do because it helps a lot of people. And it's not me anyway. It's coming through me. But in many ways it is us. It's our essence that we're bringing to the world. And that essence is not just one thread or one box or one title or one label. It's us.
Yeah.
So I think, you know what? That thread is like the rays of the sun. I am like, I've got all these different things. But I'm the sun, baby.
Yeah. And I have to say that in balance of it, what I've decided to do is to create one website that is going to be for the work, and then another one that will be me. And as I start to celebrate more about me and who I am and all of these things, then all of that will be loaded into that
then
one.
you can migrate it over when you're comfortable.
But I might keep the two running. I might keep the two running because otherwise it's a lot of information.
Yeah, and there's no right or wrong way of doing it, is there? It's go with what you're comfortable with, and because however you're getting yourself and your work and your essence out there, you're doing it. And that takes a lot of courage. It really does in this world where people are, taught to be competitive with each other and to shut each other down, especially amongst women and spiritual people. It's quite dog eat dog.
It is.
So to be out there walking your talk, it's not it's not a light, fluffy, silly little thing. It's a very brave, courageous Joan of Arc type thing to be like out there walking your talk. So
that's the best about Turn. We love it. Because I know for ages you've been trying to find that thing.
Well, we came up with a name. I came up with the name Soulfulness Therapies.
Right, brilliant.
But that was because 3 years ago when we took over Inspiral, on the emails it was love and light. And that kind of stuck here, and I was thinking, I don't want to write love and light. And we actually talked about that today, didn't we, in the workshop? And I was thinking something had come up, and I thought, okay, I really thought about being kind.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of stuff coming up about kindness, and I thought, actually, you have to be mindful to be kind, because with some, it's not inherent in them.
Absolutely.
But if you start practicing kindness and you're mindful of that, then it just flows. And so I always signed off love and kindfulness.
Which is so
and
awesome.
if you look at the Inspire website for many years now, it's been love and kindfulness as you enter into the website. And so soulfulness just sort of came from that, really.
Yeah, lovely.
And I thought, you fill your soul, with the good stuff.
Oh,
wonderful.
With the love and
top me up,
nurturing.
baby. Top me up.
come along.
We're so delirious today. I love it.
And on that note, otherwise we will be in trouble for overrunning our time.
Yeah. Sally will be keeping tabs on it. She'll be watching. But so Krsyia, tell our viewers, how can they get hold of you? What is your website?
Okay, my website is www.soulfulnesstherapies.co.uk, and then the group that we run in Cambridge is www.inspiralgroup.co.uk.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
And we will have all of the information underneath. Anyway.
And I've just got to say, Inspiral is such an amazing group, and Krsyia and Matt are just the most beautiful people.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, it's like you are like soul family. Oh, group hug.
Anyway, we're very grateful.
So grateful to you
for hosting today and for talking to us today. And
thank you also for all of you for watching and for supporting us. And we're creating a community here, so I know it's an online community, but we hope to have more events and things coming up soon as well through Awake Ones and the Alexandra Wenman show. So please subscribe. If you enjoy the show, let us know. We'd love to hear your feedback and any ideas for topics to cover. We'd love to hear from you. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook and everywhere. Just search Awake Ones. So thank you so much, Krsyia, and thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the Alexandra Wenman show. Hello and welcome to Awake Ones.
You might have to do that one again.
And I got lippy all over it.
Yeah.